Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome everybody to another flight stream of Flight Simulator. Salut, bienvenue à un autre stream de Flight Simulator. On se croise les doigts. On essaie que ça crash pas. We're trying our best not to crash. I think I found the solution. What was wrong with my sim? I think it was one of the airport that was doing some interference with the sim. Je pense que c'est l'aéroport de Calgary qui avait un problème, donc on a résolu ça. Donc on a décidé de faire un autre vol avec un Airbus 330-900 de Virgin Atlantic en direct de Saint-Marteen dans les Caraïbes jusqu'à Miami. So we're trying a new flight with a Airbus 330-900 from Virgin Atlantic from Princess Juliana Airport in the Caribbeans, and we're going to Miami. So without further ado, let's go to our plane and start our loading procedures. All right. So we'll start with our refueling. Without fuel, you can't get anywhere. And catering. So let's switch to external view. All right. Been trying to do a couple flights recently and the game just crashed, so let's hope that this is the good one. Never had a problem with that scenery at Princess Juliana.
Catering vehicles are on
Oh,
their way.
I see that the jetway is not connecting.
Fuel truck is in
Huh?
position.
Well, we'll just have to do. That's the
Please don't load
GSX.
aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and asked to do it.
bug, so we'll do without it. So much I can do. I cannot control all the aspect of those software. Beautiful bird. Bonjour Brian, bonjour Genival, bonjour Eamon, bonjour Nino. Welcome to the stream. GSX had 3 updates just today. So couple of bugs with the jetways, with the fuel trucks. They did 3 major updates just today, one after the other. Alright, I think I need, now the door's opening, so catering vehicles are in position, so that's good. And then we need to go in the airplane and do the refueling. Oh, first we need to import. Ouais, Virgin Mobile. Ouais, Sam, je pense que j'ai un problème avec mon... quelques de mes scenery dans Flight Sim. Bon, ça a l'air d'être correct. Terminé, ravitaillement. Charge utile.
Boarding completed.
Non, ce boarding n'est pas completed, c'est juste qu'on veut mettre le poids. Puis après ça, on va mettre les... J'aurais dû le faire à la fin, mais c'est pas grave. Virgin Atlantic, pas Virgin Mobile. Virgin Mobile, c'est des cellulaires. Fait que Ouais, ce que je disais, Phil, Sam, il y a eu 3 updates aujourd'hui de GSX. Puis regarde, ils n'ont même pas arrangé les jetways. Anyway, c'est pas grave, là. Faut pas tout contrôler. Bonjour Maria. Welcome to the stream. Aussi, j'ai changé mon screen capture pour la caméra. J'utilisais un software qui prenait beaucoup de ressources. Peut-être ça qui faisait crasher aussi. Là, j'ai pris juste une caméra ordinaire en supprimant le background. Ce que je faisais pas avec l'autre. Ça me disait tout le temps que mes ressources étaient trop utilisées. Welcome Jesse to the stream. So if you just joined, sorry about the missing or lack of connection between the jetway and the bird. Nothing I can do. It's a bug. Nos passagers tomberont pas. On va dire qu'il marche sur une planche de bois. Je checkerai ce soir s'il n'y a pas un nouveau un update pour les jetways de Saint-Martin. Comme ça, les trucks ils vont se rentrer dedans. They're gonna collide with each other. That's the software. Welcome Brian to the stream. And we could start our boarding.
Boarding requested.
Ah ouais, il passe sous les ailes, ouais. Ben regarde. Déjà là que c'est mieux que le basic basic program.
Do you want a board crew?
Yes.
Let's boarding starting.
On devrait voir nos pilotes arriver. Je sais pas par où ils vont arriver. Dans le premier bug qu'il y avait GSX, les passagers ou les pilotes arrivaient d'à pied, montaient dans les airs, puis après ça traversaient dans le jetway. Là, on les voit même pas. Actuellement, on les voit arriver. On va attendre. Peut-être qu'on verra même pas de passagers. Ou... Si je fais 9. Bon. Ça a l'air que... Ça a l'air... Non. OK. C'est parce que j'ai pas configuré mes views avec cet avion-là. Un vol de combien de temps? Dis-moi de dire ça. Mais je vais le faire en accéléré. Je pense que c'est 2h30 ou 3h. View flight plan.
Crew boarding starting. Your crew has boarded.
Ouais, c'est ça. 3 heures. Bon, je vais commencer mes procédures. Sans ça, j'y arriverai pas. Top panel view. External power.
External power on.
Oxygen crew. IR1. IR3. IR2. No smoking. Exit light arm. Nav logo. Beacon. APU bleed. APU master. And APU start. All right. Good afternoon, Martin. How are you today?
afternoon, Captain Chiasson. I'm doing
Oh,
well, thank you.
No, that's
Getting
the
everything ready for our lovely passengers. How about you?
perfect. We're getting ready to do our startup procedure.
All right, Captain Chiasson. We're all set back here. Let us know when you're ready for us to prepare the cabin for departure. Looking forward to a smooth flight.
Tu reviens plus tard, je vais aller souper. All right. All right, co-pilot, are you ready for our departure?
We're all set for departure, Alan. Just let me know when you want me to pick up our IFR clearance.
I will do it.
Passengers boarding starting.
Good afternoon, Juliana. Clearance, Virgin Atlantic 0550 requesting IFR clearance to Miami.
This is what the ATC audio sounds like, and next is what yours sounds like.
Ah, j'étais pas sur la bonne fréquence. Juliana. Clearance. J'étais pas sur la bonne fréquence. Good afternoon, Juliana Clearance. Virgin 0550 requesting IFR clearance to Miami.
I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Okay, so in the meantime, let's start our
Virgin 0550, information Bravo is current. Clear to Miami. After departure, fly radar vectors to St-Marteen, then as filed. Departure runway 10, initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 128.905 squawk 6751.
departure runway 10 and initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 128.95 squawk is 6751. Virgin 0550. FCU.
Virgin 0550, read back correct. Contact tower on 118.7 when ready.
Alright, bon, on était en train de faire notre flight plan. Tout ça.
Captain Chiasson, boarding has commenced and the first passengers are now aboard the aircraft.
Alright, thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome aboard Virgin Atlantic Flight 0550, heading to the vibrant city of Miami. My name is Astrid Hansen, and along with my wonderful colleagues, we're here to make your journey as comfortable and enjoyable as possible.
Ok, ça
Please
c'est
take your
bon.
seats according to your boarding passes, and ensure your hand luggage is safely stowed in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. If you need any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you for choosing to fly with us today, and we hope you have a fantastic flight. You're welcome, Captain Chiasson.
Performance will be 140. Be 1147. 155.
Kilo 1216 with you, West copy IFR to Charles.
I'll grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Princess Juliana,
Planning.
Kilo 1216, requesting taxi IFR.
Flight plan. So,
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
it's departure 10 via. Let me go back. My sim brief. Salut Marc-André, bienvenue sur le stream. Flight plan, c'est. On a dit. Ok, il n'y a pas de. Ça. Miami, c'est 8R. 8 right avec Vice comme star. Alright. Ça semble bon. Comme... Alright, flight plan loaded. On va attendre que nos passagers soient tous embarqués. Il y en a 164 sur 314. 164 out of 314 as boarded. Sorry, like I said in the beginning, sorry for the bug with the GSX. Not much I can do. Sorti. Ça c'est bon. Je peux se mettre. Ça, je peux serrer ça, je n'ai plus besoin. Donc, 200 passagers sur 314. Notre plan. Ça, c'est bon. On va passer au-dessus de Downtown Miami pour atterrir sur la piste 8 right. Gonna land on runway 8 right in Miami. Okay. So our flaps are there. Ça c'est bon. So 250.
You know what? Let's go. We'd like to depart straight out.
If you've never been to
01 Echo, Juliana clearance. I'll have your clearance in just a second.
If you've never been to Juliana, there's a place here called Mao Beach right there. And you can see the airplane land, famous all around the world. Been there many times.
This information.
So 281, 82. Few left. $290.
Hello there. We're delighted to welcome you on board Virgin Atlantic. Thank you for flying with us today. You're no doubt keen to lose yourself in our dazzling world of entertainment. But
We'll turn on the seatbelt sign on.
and we'd like you to give it your full attention.
306.
You watch and understand it because together we're all responsible for safety on this flight. It helps explain the safety equipment included in this particular aircraft, and gives you an idea of what to do in an emergency. If you have any questions afterwards,
Boarding is complete.
the aisles and exits seem to be kept clear. So, if there is anything you have
Boarding is complete. Cabin crew prepare for departure and cross-check.
in front of me now.
Thank you, Captain Chiasson. Cabin crew, all doors in flight and cross-check. We're ready for departure.
It's really important that your seatbelt
Let's switch to
If it isn't, push the two ends together until they
Two
click,
ground.
then tighten it by pulling the
So
strap.
Juliana ground is.
If there's an airbag attached, make sure
oh.
it's not twisted. You can open your seatbelt.
There's no ground?
like this.
Co-pilot, can you request our pushback and departure?
I can't request pushback and departure unless I'm in charge of the comms.
You are in charge of the comms.
I'll take over the comms now, Alan.
Can you request pushback and departure?
Requesting pushback and start clearance now.
C'est quoi la fréquence? Je vais voir qui va changer.
Juliana clearance, Virgin 0550 requesting clearance for pushback and engine start.
Virgin 0550, you are currently on the clearance frequency. Please contact ground control for pushback and engine start clearance.
Where's the ground?
Read back, switching to ground control for pushback and engine start clearance. Virgin 0550.
Ouais, sur quoi qui va changer? Il n'y a pas de...
Juliana, delivery American 2456, requesting IFR to someone international. We have information.
American 2456, Juliana clearance. I'll have your clearance in just a second.
Il n'y a pas de departure. On va essayer celle-là. Ça me donne pas de ground. Good afternoon, Juliana departure. Virgin 0550 requesting pushback and departure.
Virgin 0550, contact ground for pushback clearance.
Where's the ground? There's no ground.
Contacting ground for pushback clearance. Virgin 0550.
Sky up, center, center. Anyway, on va dire qu'il y en a un, on les a appelés et I got the control of the comms.
All right, Alan, let me know if you need anything else.
Il est plate le message de Virgin, on va l'arrêter. Stop. We'll close our doors. Cockpit door is closed. Come on.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Welcome everybody to the stream.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Hello there. We're delighted to welcome you on board Virgin Atlantic. Thank you for flying with us today. You're no doubt keen to lose yourself in our dazzling world of entertainment, but first we're going to show you a safety film, and we'd like you to give it your full attention. It's really important that you watch and understand it, because together we're all responsible for safety on this flight. It helps explain the safety equipment and procedures for this particular aircraft, and gives you an idea of what to do in an emergency. If you have any questions after watching it, ask them. The aisles and exits need to be kept clear. So, if there is anything you haven't put in the overhead lockers, put them under the seat in front of you now.
Parking brake.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
It's really important that your seatbelt is securely fastened. If it
Ignition,
isn't, push the two ends together
engine 2.
until they click. Then tighten it by pulling the strap, like this. If there's an airbag attached, make sure it's not twisted. You can open your seatbelt like this.
Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome aboard Virgin Atlantic Flight 0550, heading to the sunny city of Miami. My name is Astrid Hansen, and I'm delighted to be your lead flight attendant today. Joining me on this journey are my wonderful colleagues, Ingrid, Lars, and Sigrid,
Oxygen
all hailing
mask,
from the
drive,
beautiful
keep your
land of
seatbelt
Norway,
on,
where the fuel
Bonanza
designs
773 Delta Echo traffic at 11 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound altitude
Engine 1, ignition.
Looking for traffic 773 Delta Echo.
and adjust the
We're
straps around
expecting a
your head.
smooth flight time of approximately 2 hours and 54 minutes, cruising at an altitude of 40,000 feet. Before we take off, I'd like to take you through our safety procedures. To fasten your seatbelt, simply insert the metal end into the buckle until you hear a click. To release, lift the metal flap. We recommend keeping your seatbelt fastened at all times while seated. In the unlikely event of a change in cabin pressure, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure it with the elastic band. Remember to secure your own mask
Parking
before
brake on.
assisting others.
Waiting your
Your life
confirmation
vest
for
is
our engine
located
start.
under your seat. In case of a water landing, remove the vest from its container and pull it over your head.
Okay, we've got
Fasten the
60
straps around your
psi
waist
on
and
engine
pull to
2.
tighten.
Waiting
Inflate
for
your vest
engine
by
1.
pulling the red tabs or blowing into the
So
tubes.
we can tell them that
This
we got a
Airbus
good engine start.
A339 is equipped
Cockpit
with
to ground.
8 emergency
We have a good
exits.
engine start.
2
Ignition
in
to
front,
normal.
4 over the wings, and 2 at the rear. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, keeping in mind it may be behind you. Thank you for your attention. We wish you a pleasant flight with us today. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll inform Captain Chiasson that the cabin is ready for departure.
Tow track disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Co-pilot, can you request our taxi approval? Taxi approval, taxi clearance.
I'll request taxi clearance from ground control.
Virgin Atlantic 0550 requesting taxi clearance for departure from runway 10 at Juliana. With information.
Non, ça n'a pas de l'air à marcher sur cette fréquence-là. On va dire qu'on a eu le OK. Alright, so taxi lights on. Cabin crew take position for takeoff. Throttle to 10%.
10%.
Flaps 1. Oops. Let's check our spoiler. Whoops. Spoiler are working. To on spoiler. Front view. Cabin crew take position for takeoff.
Cabin crew take seats for departure.
Beautiful Princess Juliana Airport. Throttle to idle.
Throttle to idle.
J'ai été là sur cette plage-là plusieurs fois. Let's hope I'm able to turn. J'oublie. Good afternoon, Juliana Tower. Virgin 0550 requesting takeoff clearance to Miami. J'ai oublié. Oups, j'étais même pas sur la bonne fréquence, Colin. Good afternoon, Juliana Tower. Virgin 0550 requesting IFR clearance to takeoff clearance to Miami.
Give me 1 second for that clearance.
C'est le taxi qui me...
Virgin 0550. Information Charlie is current. Cleared to Miami. After departure, fly radar vectors to St-Marteen, then as filed. Departure runway 10. Initial climb to 4,000. Departure on 128.905, squawk 6751.
Squawk 6751, Virgin 0550. Juliana Tower, Virgin 0550 requesting takeoff clearance to Miami.
Transition level 55.
What the fuck?
Arriving and departing runway 10, advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions.
What
advise
the fuck?
on it.
It's Tower. Tower. Okay, ça c'est bon. Juliana Tower, Virgin 0550 requesting takeoff clearance to Miami.
Virgin 0550, runway 10, wind 060 at 15, cleared for takeoff.
Taxi lights, runway, wing strobe, parking brake. Alright, let's turn this bird. Ça tourne pas sur un dizaine.
Skyhawk 505, Alpha Mike, turn left heading 090, contact departure. Left to heading 090, contacting
Ça
departure.
tourne pas sur un
Skyhawk
dizaine.
505, Alpha Mike.
Wind 804, roger, taxi to parking via Charlie, remain this frequency.
Remain this frequency, wings 804.
Cessna 1 Alpha Bravo, understood. Confirm your position and intentions.
Je comprends pas que Juliana, ils ont pas de ground. Alright. Throttle to Toga.
20%.
Pourquoi qu'il... $140, $160, V1, rotate. Positive rate, gear up.
Raising landing gear.
Virgin 0550, contact departure.
Co-pilot, you've got the comms.
Switching to departure frequency now. I've got the comms now.
Virgin 0550, radar contact. 2 east of Juliana at 2200 feet. Heading 139er, St-Marteen QNH 1016. Cleared direct juice. Climb flight level 200.
FCU
0550, changing to departure frequency. Heading 139, cleared direct juice. Climb flight level 200, Virgin 0550.
Throttle to climb. Autopilot on.
Autopilot on.
Virgin
Flap
0550.
zero.
Contact Juliana departure on 128.905.
Switching to Juliana departure on 128.905. Virgin 0550.
So long, St-Marteen.
Juliana departure, Virgin 0550, afternoon, climbing through flight level 050 for flight level 200.
Virgin 0550, Juliana departure identified. KTOW.
KLM 945 cleared for the visual approach runway. 9er report 3 mile final. Cleared visual. 9er will report 3 mile final. KLM 945.
On voit ici la beautiful island of
Virgin
bon,
0550, Juliana departure, climb flight level 260.
260.
Climbing flight level 260, Virgin
Anguilla.
0550.
Beautiful island of Anguilla. Catching up with our flight path. Différent, voler un 330, c'est très rare que je le fais. It's not common that I fly the 330.
Dear guests, we have now climbed above
10,000
the safe
feet.
altitude and you are free to use your electronic devices. Our onboard Wi-Fi service is available, so feel free to connect.
Right,
Stay in touch
runway
with your loved ones,
wings.
catch up on some work. We are on our way to the sunny city of Miami with an estimated flight time of 2 hours and 54 minutes. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us. Thank you for choosing Virgin Atlantic.
Cabin crew seatbelt signs is off.
Thank you, Captain Chiasson. I'll inform the cabin crew that the seatbelt sign is off. We'll ensure the passengers are comfortable and ready to enjoy the rest of the flight.
All right.
Virgin 0550, climb flight level 300.
Climbing flight level 300,
FCU.
Virgin 0550.
Flight level 300.
Flight level 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300. 300.
Bonjour Gérard, bonjour Thiago, bonjour Amol, bonjour Mian, Marc-André, Sam. Cabin crew, when you get a chance, can you bring me a coffee?
Of course, Captain Chiasson. I'll bring you a coffee shortly. Let me know if you'd like anything else with it.
American 1877 traffic at 11 o'clock and 10 miles westbound, 5,400 for 2,000 is a 757. Expect to follow.
Following the traffic. American 1877.
16,000 feet check. So we're going to 40,000 feet.
Virgin 0550, climb flight level 350.
FCU.
Climbing flight level 350. Virgin 0550.
I'm gonna open up my window. It's getting warm in the cockpit. Modifier paramètres pour le fun ici. $20,000 feet check.
Virgin 0550, contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 118.15.
Contacting San Juan Oceanic Center on 118.15. Virgin 0550.
Alright, so ouvrir mon flight, ma map. Donc ça donne ça.
San Juan Oceanic Center, Virgin 0550, afternoon. Climbing past flight level 210 for flight level 350.
Virgin 0550, San Juan Oceanic Center, identified. Good afternoon.
$22,000 feet.
Virgin 0550, San Juan Oceanic Center, climb flight level
FCU.
400.
Climbing flight level 400, Virgin 0550.
On peut-tu aller dans la cabine ici? Non, il n'y a pas... Non, il n'y a pas de... Il n'y a pas de cabine.
If there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable today, your crew will be coming through the cabin.
Hawaiian 104, climb and maintain flight level 410. Climbing to flight level 410, Hawaiian 104.
What is that flight level 1204900 Alpha Sierra? Pilatus 0 Hotel Sierra, San Juan Oceanic Center. Whenever you'd like to send flight level 120.
En attendant, je vais arranger mes views. Ça fonctionne. Ça, c'est bon. 5, c'est bon. Bon. Ça, c'est... Ça. Oh, on peut sortir. C'est bon. Ça, c'est 6. Sorry, I'm customizing my views. Four. Seven? No. 7. Underneath the plane for the wheel view. When we land and we take off. Whoops. Un peu trop loin. Ça c'est bon. Ça c'est view number 8. Donc 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 did not register. 7, 8. Ça devrait être view 4. And view number 6. Alright, well done. Approaching 30,000 feet. When we reach 40,000 feet, we will speed up the flight so it doesn't take 3 hours to get to our destination. We'll speed up our ascent.
Delta 246, climb and maintain flight level 320. Climbing to flight level 320, Delta 246.
Zig Air 1123 San Juan, Oceanic Center, contact San Juan approach on 119.4.
San Juan approach on 119.4, thank you.
Sun 147, Juliet 319, ready for descent.
32,000 feet check. So, co-pilot, what are you planning to do once we're in Miami?
I'll probably just relax and enjoy some local food. How about you?
I think I'm going to go to the beach.
Sounds like a great plan, Alan. Let me know if you need anything else.
When is your next flight after this one?
Not sure yet. I'll see what comes up next.
Le AI est vraiment bon. Alright, almost 35,000 feet. $39,000 feet.
American 350, traffic alert, climb immediately to flight level 340. Climbing immediately to flight level 340, American 350.
Mountain 8111 San Juan Oceanic Center, roger. Calabria altimeter 1013.
We're at 40,000 feet.
1013, Mountain 11.
Mountain 8111, contact San Juan approach on 120.9er.
Bonjour Samuel, and welcome Sam to the stream.
Just reached our cruise altitude for the flight. As we begin to settle in, I do want to remind you to please keep your seat elbows clear from the aisle as the flight attendants will be coming through the cabin and galley cart shortly. Also, one more reminder to please refrain from congregating with the front galley where the flight deck door is located. Thank you.
Alright, on va speeder ça un petit peu. $4X. Let's speed up to 4 times the speed of the sim. So we're over almost in San Juan, Puerto Rico, right here. San Juan. Been there a couple of times also.
Alpha Bravo, squawk 5260 ident.
Squawking 5260 and ident Bonanza 632 Alpha Bravo.
TSA 140, San Juan Oceanic Center on departure. Maintain VFR at or below 2,000 feet. Departure on 118.15. Squawk 1534.
As far as 2,000 or below feet, squawking 1534. Departure on 118.150, TSA 140. 140, ready for departure.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached our cruising altitude, and it's a beautiful day to be flying with Virgin Atlantic. After the meal service,
Not surprised, it's always chicken or pasta.
a selection of items from the Virgin Atlantic shop, so do keep an eye out for that. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of your flight with us. Thank you for choosing Virgin Atlantic.
Chicken or pasta. So if you see the plane rocking, it's because we're in 4 times the speed. A few clouds. Curl wanting to load the save state. Une méthode non statique requiert une cible. Ah.
Virgin 0550, contact San Juan Oceanic Center on 121.7.
Contacting San Juan Oceanic Center on 121.7. Virgin 0550.
Marc-André, si tu regardes puis tu vois l'avion qui bouge pas mal, c'est à cause que j'ai mis ça en mode 4X pour accélérer le flight.
San Juan Oceanic Center, Virgin 0550. Good afternoon. We're descending through flight level 400.
Virgin 0550, San Juan Oceanic Center, identified. Hola.
Hola. Co-pilot, you've got the comms while I go get something to drink. Co-pilot, I'm back.
Virgin 0550, San Juan Oceanic Center. Contact Miami Center on 126.45.
Contacting Miami Center on 126.45. Virgin 0550.
Two weeks I'm going to the Cayman Island.
Miami Center, Virgin 0550. Good afternoon. Maintaining flight level 400.
I actually don't know where the Cayman Islands are. Oh, Cayman Islands. Where's the airport in the Cayman Island? Oops. Let's do a search if this airport is available.
Expedite descent to flight level 240, traffic ahead.
Expedite descent to flight level 240, Delta 1562.
Lufthansa 26 Kilo, thank you. We'll continue on the current heading. Lufthansa 26 Kilo, continuing on current heading. Lufthansa 26 Kilo, contact Santo Domingo Center on 124.8.
Owen Roberts. Ok, si je fais Cayman. Allô Lynn, je t'avais pas vu que tu étais là. Bienvenue sur le stream. Salut Danny. Bienvenue sur le stream. Je suis en train de regarder la destination de la semaine, dans 2 semaines. Les îles Caïmans. Donc on est à peu près à moitié du vol. Bon, on va downloader ça, l'île Caïman. Plus tard. Beautiful Virgin Atlantic. On est en mode simulation 4 fois plus rapide que d'habitude pour que le temps s'écoule. On est au-dessus de Turks and Caicos. Mais presque. Turks and Caicos, c'est là. Je suis allé une fois à Turks. Je me rappelle pas sur quel bord de l'île que c'est.
November 556, Bravo, Quebec, Squawk 7654, identify. Squawking
Je me rappelle juste que c'est la plus belle eau que j'ai vue de ma vie.
Spirit Wing 632, Miami Center identified. Good evening.
Miami Center, good evening. Vision Jet 709er Romeo Papa with you at flight level 310.
Vision Jet 709, Romeo Papa, Miami Center. Good evening.
Il y a un aéroport là. C'est de trouver à quel endroit qui est le port de croisière. Un autre aéroport aussi. Je me rappelle pas du tout où j'étais où. Sur l'île. Oh, ça doit être en ce bout-là. Ça a l'air plus peuplé. Donc là, on est vraiment à mi-chemin. We're halfway through our flight. Ça fait longtemps qu'on s'était vu, Lynn. Vu ou que tu avais vu un de mes streams. So far so good. J'ai eu de la misère avec les streams dernièrement. J'ai tellement d'aéroports puis de Saint-Louis d'ajouter que ça fait crasher mon jeu. Après-midi, j'ai essayé de faire juste un petit vol de Calgary à Vancouver. Puis le Saint-Louis a fait que ça a fait planter une Flight Simulator. En espérant qu'on se rende jusqu'à Miami. Ça va... si on se rend à Miami, ben ça va juste... vouloir dire que c'est vraiment les Saint-Louis le problème.
JetBlue 222, maintain 300 knots. Maintaining 300 knots, JetBlue 222.
Frontier Flight 1123, Miami
So if you
Center
just joined
identified.
the
Top of the
stream
morning.
and you're thinking, why is the plane rocking like this?
Center identified.
It's because we're at 4 times the speed of the flight.
Did you have me on radar? Yes or no?
Who's this guy? Il y en a qui ont de la misère avec les communications. Moi, je suis pas un expert, mais je suis un petit peu meilleur que lui. OK, ça c'est le flight plan là. Navigraph. En attendant, on va aller regarder le chart. Approach. Donc, notre arrivée à Miami, c'est sur runway 8 left. C'est ça? Non, je me rappelle même plus. Oh, 8 right. Donc, quand on va arriver à Chrome, on devrait être à 3000 pieds. Ça, à quelque part, Copra, à 3000 pieds. Lawn, c'est marqué 1500, moi je l'ai ici sur mon MCDU à 1270. Lawn à 1270.
Virgin 0550, contact Miami Center on 127.225.
Switching to Miami Center on 127.225, Virgin 0550. Miami Center, Virgin 0550, good afternoon, maintaining flight level 400.
Virgin
So,
0550,
I'm waiting
Miami
for
Center,
two
identified.
panels.
Good afternoon.
This panel and this one from Java Simulator. I got the top panel from them. Works really well. So we're at we have 2/3 of our flight.
November Tree 21, Charlie Zulu, descend and maintain 9,000.
Descending to 9,000, November 321, Charlie Zulu.
Bahamas Air Tree 7, Miami Center, roger. Bahamas Air Tree 7, Miami Center, Exuma Airport at your 2 o'clock 15 miles. Change to advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach this frequency. Take care. Exuma Air at my 12 o'clock at 15 miles. Change advisory frequency approved. Report cancellation of IFR or missed approach. Take care.
That's a beautiful view. So we're at 37 nautical miles from the next waypoint. this is our position. Notre position jusqu'à Miami. Salut Dave, salut Walter, salut Chris. Welcome to the stream. On est-tu encore en 4X ou on est en 2X? Ah, c'est ça, il me semblait que c'était moins vite. Let's do a simulate to 4X. So the next waypoint will be over the Bahamas.
November 672 Bravo Charlie, climb and maintain 10,000.
Climbing to 10,000, November 672, Bravo Charlie.
Contact number on 257 American 390. Romeo Delta radio check.
3 Romeo Delta, roger. Virgin 0550 Miami Center. Expect the V's to arrival. Plan for descent in maybe 20 minutes. Feel free to ask if you'd like it sooner.
Expecting the V's to arrival, Virgin 0550.
Dans 20 minutes, x 4, ça veut dire à peu près 8 minutes, ils vont nous demander de descendre. L'avion se promène beaucoup en 4X. The plane is rocking it's rocking a lot while it's in 4X simulation. We can see the Bahamas. réduit l'encodage. Non, ça marche pas avec cet encodage-là.
Southwest 280, continue climb to flight level 290. Continuing climb to flight level 290, Southwest 280.
Sugata 1313, maintain flight level 190.
Sugata 313, maintain flight level 190.
Maintain flight level 190, Sugata 1313.
Virgin 0550, contact Nassau Center on 125.7.
Contacting Nassau Center on 125.7, Virgin 0550. Nassau Center, Virgin 0550. Good afternoon, maintaining flight level 400.
Bon, prochain waypoint, 73 000 nautiques. 73 nautical miles. Et on devrait commencer notre descente. We should be starting our descent very soon. Prochain waypoint, ça va être time of descent. On va mettre ça en flight, en simulation normale. We will put in a regular simulation speed, so we can enjoy all the procedures.
Virgin 0550, descend via V's 2 into Miami.
Descending via V's 2 into Miami, Virgin 0550.
OK. So, c'est 16 000 pieds FCU. 16 000 pieds, notre prochain flight level. Donc on est ici.
Direct to fix it intersection. Direct to fix it, Qatar 351 heavy.
On devrait passer.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent into the vibrant city of Miami, we kindly ask that you return
Les
to
deux
your
parlent en
seats,
même temps.
stow your tables, and fasten your seatbelts. The use of lavatories is no longer permitted at this time. We hope you've enjoyed the flight so far and will be on the ground shortly. Thank you for your cooperation.
Cabin crew, 20 minutes to landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent into Miami,
Again.
please ensure your seatbelts are fastened, your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright positions, and all carry-on luggage is securely stowed. We'll be landing in approximately 20 minutes. The weather in Miami is quite pleasant, with a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius and some scattered clouds. We hope you've enjoyed your flight with us so far. Thank you for flying Virgin Atlantic.
On devrait voir la côte de Miami bientôt. On peut encore accélérer ça un petit peu. Quand c'est des longs vols, when it's a long flight, I don't like spending the whole 5 hours or 3 hours in flight.
JetBlue 945, contact approach on 125.35, good day.
Mode de nuage au-dessus de la Floride.
Approach 125.35, good day. JetBlue 945.
Sky Bahamas 1266 on the ground in Marshaver, requesting an IFR clearance to Freeport.
Clearance on requested, stand by.
29,000 feet. Ok, on met ça en mode normal.
Virgin 0550, contact Miami Oceanic Center on 126.325.
Contacting Miami Oceanic Center on 126.325, Virgin 0550.
Comme notre rate of descent est trop vite, on va sortir nos
Miami
spoilers.
Oceanic Center, Virgin 0550, afternoon, descending through flight level 210.
Virgin 0550, Miami Oceanic Center, good afternoon.
Virgin 875, reduce speed to 220 knots for sequencing.
Reducing to 220 knots, Virgin 875.
TBM 90 Echo Zulu Sierra Miami Center. Good evening.
Good evening. Echo Zulu Sierra.
Checking
TBM
spoiler.
Zulu Sierra, contact Miami Center on 133.2.
Virgin 0550, Miami Oceanic Center, contact Miami approach on 118.1.
Switching to Miami approach on 118.1, Virgin 0550. Miami approach, Virgin 0550, afternoon, maintaining 16,000 feet.
Virgin 0550, Miami approach, good afternoon, Miami, altimeter 29.907. Expect the ILS runway 8 right approach into Miami.
Expecting the ILS runway 8 right approach into Miami, Virgin 0550.
Can you request flight level 9,000 feet?
I'll request descent to 9,000 feet.
Miami approach, Virgin 0550, requesting descent to 9,000 feet.
Seatbelt sign on.
Virgin 0550, descend and maintain 9,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 9,000 feet, Virgin 0550.
Wing lights on.
Virgin 0550, descend and maintain 8,000. Altimeter 29.907.
Descend and maintain 8,000, altimeter 29.907, Virgin 0550.
Virgin 0550, descend and maintain 4,000, turn left heading 220 vectors for the ILS runway 8 right approach.
Descend and maintain 4,000, turn left heading 220 for vectors for the ILS runway 8 right approach. Virgin 0550.
Cessna 172 Alpha Bravo, turn right heading 150, descend to 2,500, report airport in sight.
Right 150, descending to 2,500. We'll report the airport 172 Alpha Bravo.
Cessna 72 Mike Echo, Miami approach, radar contact.
Captain, cabin is ready.
Thank you. Take position for
Ladies
arrival.
and gentlemen, as we make our final approach into the vibrant city of Miami, we kindly ask you to turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we've arrived at the gate. Please ensure your tray tables are put away and your seats are in their full upright position. Make sure your seatbelt is fastened securely. Upon arrival, our Virgin Atlantic staff will provide you with information regarding your connecting flights.
Landing system on.
Cooperation and enjoy the rest of your flight with us. Cabin crew, take seats for landing.
We're way too high. Autopilot off.
Autopilot is now off.
Virgin 0550, turn left heading 225.
Turning left heading 225, Virgin 0550.
On va trop haut. On va faire un atterrissage.
Virgin 0550, contact Miami Tower on 118.3.
Contacting Miami Tower on 118.3, Virgin 0550.
On va tricher un peu.
Miami Tower, Virgin 0550. Good afternoon. We are established on the ILS approach for runway 8 right.
Il y a un autre
Virgin
avion.
0550, Miami Tower, roger. Winds 150 at 6. Runway 8 right, cleared to land.
Runway 8 right, cleared to land. Virgin 0550.
Citation 433 Mike Whiskey taxi to holding point runway 13 via taxiway Alpha.
Alright,
To
flaps
holding point runway
1.
13 via Alpha citation 433 Mike Whiskey.
Wheel view. Gear down. Flaps 2. Auto spoiler, brake to medium, flaps 2. Flaps 3. Runway 12 o'clock. Full flaps. 140. Autopilot off.
Autopilot off.
C'est mon rate of descent qui était pas bon.
400.
Continue.
$50. 40, 30, 20, retard.
Throttle off.
5,
Whoa, whoa.
5,
Boy. That was a terrible landing. 12 bounce. I think so too. Reverse thrust, full brakes. Ouf, ouf, ouf. C'était pas... C'est la première fois que je pense que je fais un vol complet avec un Airbus 330.
Virgin 550, welcome to Miami. Contact ground
Yeah,
on
almost
121.8.
didn't make it.
Switching to ground on 121.8, Virgin 550.
Landing lights, runway wings, taxi. Let's wait for our...
Miami ground,
Strobe
Virgin
lights.
550 afternoon. We've cleared runway 8 right and are ready to taxi to the gate.
Virgin 550, Miami ground, taxi to D55 via Mike 9er, Mike N10 November Whiskey. Have a good day.
Can you request our gate with big red arrows?
55 via Mike 9er, Mike November 10 November Whiskey. Virgin 550.
Contacting ground on 121.8.
Where's the gate?
511 Hotel Alpha.
I'll request progressive taxi with big red arrows.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Miami.
Yeah.
We've just landed
Miami
smoothly
ground,
next to
Virgin
Captain
550,
Chiasson,
requesting
first
progressive
officer
taxi,
Bouchard.
gate D55. Following the big red arrows.
If you felt a little bump, just think of it as
Virgin 550, turning on taxi.
Little
path to
bump.
gate D55 for you.
3:25 in the afternoon, and the weather is quite pleasant, with a temperature of 23 degrees Celsius.
J'ai la misère à flairer le
Miami is known for its
330.
vibrant culture and beautiful beaches, so you're in for a treat. Please remain seated until we reach our final parking position and the seatbelt sign is turned off. On behalf of Captain Chiasson, First Officer Bouchard, and the entire crew, including my wonderful colleagues Ingrid, Lars, and Sigrid, we thank you for flying with Virgin Atlantic. We hope you enjoy your stay in Miami, wherever your final destination may be. Goodbye and take care.
C'était pas mon meilleur atterrissage, mais première fois avec un 330. Where's our gate? Ils nous envoient où? Bon, ils nous envoient là, mais il y a un avion. Ah. Bon, on va prendre celui-là. Si on est capable de tourner. C'est pas une gate pour un 330. This is not proper gate for a 330, but this will do. Let's hope the wings don't touch. Woohoo! That's close. That's close enough. Parking brake is on. Lights off. Engines are off.
Embraer 225 Echo Mike, continue taxi on taxiway Lima, hold short of taxiway Bravo.
Continuing on Lima, holding short of Bravo Embraer 225 Echo Mike.
Cabin crew prepare for arrival and opening the doors.
Okay, Captain Chasson, all doors in park. Dear passengers, we have reached our final parking position. Captain Chiasson and the cabin crew are now saying goodbye. We wish you a nice stay here in Miami or a safe ongoing travel.
Alright, so that's it for this flight. Not a very good landing. I could rate it a 3 out of 10. 2 bounce off the tarmac of the runway. Well, I'll try to do better next time. Until then, guys, stay safe. Have a great week. We might see each other during next week. Cheers.